Welcome back to the Teams Insider podcast. This week we are talking Teams Phone with Emily from Microsoft. We talk about some of the features that have been recently released and also some of what's coming, and of course where AI adds value to Teams Phone. Really interesting conversation. Nice to catch up specifically on phone. Many thanks to Emily for jumping on the show, and also many thanks to Audio Code, who are the sponsor of this show. Really appreciate all their support. On with the show. Hey everybody, welcome back. Really excited to have Emily back on the show. We are going to talk all Teams Phone this episode. So if you're interested in Teams Phone and what's happened over the last 6 months or the engineering semester and some sneak peek at what's coming as well, this is the one for you. Emily, I think everybody around the community probably knows your face pretty well right now. But for those who don't, can you just introduce yourself and give us what you look after?
Sure. Thanks, Tom. Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Kirby, and I am a senior product manager here on the Teams calling team. My purview has changed a few times. Last time I think I met with you, Tom, I wasn't yet owning core calling, but I have taken over that space. Includes everything from recently shipped multi-line, which we'll talk about, some of the core calling intelligence, as well as some of our table stakes like emergency calling and SBA and things like that. So,
and I feel like it's a big product area because you've got a mix of all the AI optimization coming in, but a lot of fundamentals and important things like emergency calling that don't always get the marketing headlines, but are absolutely critical for people to hit their phone requirements, hit their compliance requirements.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot of the, I don't want to call it the thankless work, but in today's, what's driving the headlines, it's definitely not that, but it's absolutely the dial tone scenarios, no pun intended.
Nice. So let's start with a bit of a kind of look back over the recent months and what's been worked on and shipped, because there's been quite a lot there that people might not be up to speed on.
Yeah, definitely. There has been. There's been a ton of announcements for a lot of the intelligence investments. But in terms of some of the more core calling investments that we've made and that have shipped over the past few months, if folks haven't caught it in some of the other events, the big one has been multi-line calling, which has been a multi-year effort. Folks have been waiting a really long time, but the ability to have multiple phone numbers assigned to your single account, from whatever geo you need those numbers, that shipped in June, I believe, early June. So I'll be sharing the docs because there's a really great documentation on how to get that set up if you don't have it. So that's one of the big ones. The other
that was a super common ask when we were kind of whenever you're displacing a PBX. That's a pretty classic PBX feature, and it will be people that spend half their time in London and half their time in Germany, or they used to work out of the New York office and now they work out of the London office, but they're not ready to give their number up. And we didn't really have a great way to solve that problem until now.
Exactly. And it's just one example of some of those legacy features that are still very much needed and critical that we're continuing to invest in. So that was a big one. Another one of them was the ability to consult and merge in a meeting. So a scenario where you need to dial out to an external number and consult with someone and then merge them back in. And while you're in that consult call, be able to navigate an IVR. That shipped recently as well, which is a big ask for financial sector and other industries where you're interfacing with a client but need to bring in an SME. So that was, I think, late May, we released that feature. And then the last one, which was the most recent, which it's kind of like a package of a few different improvements, was around the call transfer experience. So on the roadmap, I think we called it call transfer improvements of that little bundle.
A nice generic name.
Yeah, nice and generic. So you got to really read the fine details to see what it's including. But one of them is being able to have the presence for your transfer destination. The ability to have a blind handoff. So the window doesn't stay up anymore. We got a lot of feedback that, hey, once I transfer the call, I just want to be done with it. And so having some of these little delighters, it's something I'm passionate about, being able to just, it's not the big, sexy, like, intelligence feature, but it makes your day easier. And for people who need
Yeah, well,
these
and people
features,
exactly people who use
yeah.
phone, like we're kind of fragmenting now into like a lot of knowledge workers are spending most of their time on meeting, but there are still millions, tens of millions of people who are like absolutely do or die on the phone, and those little things add up for them. Where it's like I'm doing this multiple times a day, maybe multiple times an hour, and
Exactly.
it's a big friction for them.
Right. The other part of it was just moving the buttons in the control bar. So it used to be you'd have to double, you click into the three dots and then consult, and there was a little drop down there, but now they're right in the U bar, the control bar. And it, yeah, if you're doing it multiple times a day, like you're saying, that saves time. And it's the little delighters. But yeah, so those are some of the things that have come out recently that I'm excited we were able to get out for folks.
Nice, nice. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the AI features that are some are ship, some are frontier. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about those first, or do you want to talk some of the kind of focus areas for this semester?
Yeah, we can talk a little bit. And I know, I'd be remiss to not mention some of our marquee features that are coming. It's even, I think, a little minimizing to call it a feature when it's such a huge investment. But Teams Phone Agent, the ability to have an intelligent frontline for your business to answer customer calls and route them. The other is the intelligent call delegation, which has had a few names. This is the one that we've landed on most recently, and likely will be the last. But the ability to have a delegate, your own personal delegate, who can communicate on your behalf, screen your calls, and help you stay focused from the distractions of day to day. And these, there's folks on the team who have done great overviews, and even yourself, Tom, have had, overviews of what these features are. But, when you're kind of zooming out and seeing what we're investing in phone, it's really trying to improve your ability to manage your day to day while remaining connected, and where AI can play a role in that.
Yeah, so the intelligent call delegate, which was Copilot call delegation last week, I feel maybe a bit longer ago, that's your personal AI that answers the call on your behalf, does the call screening, can do bookings for you. I'm loving that because I get a fair amount of inbound, but to be honest, everybody I want to talk to is usually vetted me first. So actually having a screener for the 1 in 5 that I want to talk to, and it's if you've had the Apple iPhone experience or the Android experience is very similar. It's like it's screening, giving you what's happening on the call, giving the caller the chance to say, no, I really want to talk to Emily, and it can kind of bust through and ask, do you want to take this call? I think that's a huge one for kind of, taking only the calls you want to and not being interrupted.
Exactly. It really is. And the team has been doing just really been leaning in and gathering feedback for when it was in the private previews and now in Frontier, and has been just super hands-on, super active and agile, responding to what folks are liking, not liking, and making sure that once we deliver, it's really hitting the top scenarios and needs that folks have.
And that's an example of a feature where it's overlapping with the Copilot license. So you need your Teams Phone license, obviously, but to activate that AI feature, you need the personal Copilot license as well.
Correct. So the couple of other features that are coming that I'm working on and I'm personally excited about is one for queues, which is now officially on the public roadmap, and it's automatic recording for call queues, which I think, a year ago when I was on the podcast with you, Tom, we may have talked about it, but now it's official, it's public, and it's coming. So this will really help with all of the additional intelligence investments that are coming into queues, be the source of that grounding data with all of the calls being automatically recorded and transcribed. So, and saved in SharePoint. So that one is coming. And I know,
and that's using the convenience recording. So it's automatic convenience recording, but based on the queue, not on the person. So it just doesn't matter which combination of agents it is; it will follow the queue.
Correct. Yeah. The whole idea was to decouple the recording from the human agent or representative so that we're not depending on the user, either their manual action to start it or their OneDrive and having to track down all those recordings being kind of orphaned all over, in storage. So it will centralize all of the recordings in SharePoint and also happen without any human agent intervention.
And is that tied to the Queues app and Teams Premium, or is that in core with a regular queue?
So it is in a call with a regular queue, kind of just based on how licensing works, but really to have the full-fledged being able to get the recap, which is coming as well, and the ability to, view and review those recordings right in the Queues app. That's really where all of the goodness will come from is going to Queues
Sean
app.
and Scott and Wendy on Fireside Chat, and we talked a lot of crystal balling and no commitments about the future, but you can see how this lays a foundation for clever, intelligent stuff around the Cool Queues app and insights and visibility and stuff you can do yourself as a customer. Once you've got those calls in SharePoint, that's opening the data up for you to do clever things with it if you want to as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it's no secret what we need those transcripts for and what we can do with them. So yes, definitely laying the foundation with this one.
Nice. I think that's a really exciting one. There's a lot of investment going in there that's really, really exciting to unlock some of the kind of power in that Queues app experience. And we'll see more there, I think, over the coming term.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Cool. So those are some things that are kind of coming and imminent. Anything else on the kind of futures or investment areas that we want to talk about? I know you wanted to talk about the E911 actually that that you've done some work on as well.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit of investment there, and we had a great session. It actually might be worthwhile doing a quick plug and sharing with Jamie Stark on our services side. We had our own little session that is on YouTube that we interviewed him and did really a deep dive into E911.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll cross-link that, definitely.
Yeah. Because, he's a great resource and just a wealth of knowledge for the space. Some other things, obviously, Copilot in general. And so when we think about what the table stakes experiences are, like using Copilot in a call, intelligent recap, post-call, I kind of bucketed into those commoditized experiences as well as more of the innovative, like intelligent call, delegation, and Teams Phone Agent. But what I'm personally looking at is more of how do we make it easier to use the commoditized intelligence. So, not having to turn Copilot on every call or making it easier to go find those recaps after. So those are the things that I'm looking at. Again, it's not really creating anything new or novel. It's just really making it easier, more seamless to weave in what we have into your daily workflow. So those are some of the things
I think it is quite, you say it's not novel. It is like, it's not novel for us who live in Teams, who do Teams meetings, who are very used to now intelligent recap and things like that. But like actually, again, in the phone world, it tends to trail a little bit. So to people who are hardcore phone users, suddenly being able to have transcriptions and summaries, and we've got the API cover now to pull those transcriptions out and do things with them. You can do some really clever stuff, again, just with your Teams Phone and or Copilot license, and then tie that up to different line of business scenarios. So I think there's lots of value there. But yeah, I would put a heavy vote for having a magic button to default transcribe on would be huge.
Yes. And I think it is good to be reminded because I'm living and breathing this every day. So that's why I appreciate talking to you and other folks who are in the world. We kind of live in the future here. Yeah, I know exactly. It is it's an old technology, and so weaving AI into it is very much an art because it's something that those habits and patterns are are deeply forged. So.
No, it's exciting. And so I guess that's a little sneak peek at where the kind of investment areas are going to be. And obviously a lot of engineering cycles just go into the fundamentals of running a global tens of millions of users phone service that is not headline features, but there's a lot of engineering work there just to keep all that stuff ticking along.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'd say at least half of our investment is still going into just keeping the lights on and maintaining that, because AI, it doesn't matter if we have all the AI in the world if you can't make a phone call, if that call won't connect. So
yeah,
definitely a lot going on behind the scenes.
Nice. And you're doing some work to kind of keep going with the community calls and some of those bits and pieces. Did you want to plug any of that, or is that still a TBC?
Yeah, a bit. There's a plug I'll do for our community. Teams Phone Com Unity is what we call it, and I'll share the link so that we can plug that. And it's kind of a grassroots initiative that we've taken on from the calling team, and it's just a chance to come connect with the product managers on our team. We will have special guests, whether it's someone in the field or from the services team, coming to talk about any topic about Teams Phone. And we're running it quarterly now. All of the existing sessions are up on YouTube, but would love for any of the folks listening who are interested in phone, please come join. We'd love to have you. And we also do asks for topics. We do a call for topics. So we want to have sessions on the things that folks are most interested in. So
nice. We'll be sure to link that in the show notes as well. So yeah, if you're interested in phone, that's a great opportunity to talk to the product team directly and give your feedback and hear a bit of what's coming as well.
Thanks, Tom.
Awesome. Well, Emily, thanks for catching us up. Thanks for giving us a little bit of a preview of what's coming down the pipe. And yeah, we'll be sure to share those links. And you mentioned Jamie. Since you brought his name up, I'll just say a public thanks for everything he's done in the community and while he's been at Microsoft. I know he's leaving Microsoft now. I think he's just said this all publicly already, but I just want to give a public shout out for all the stuff he's shared and done for the community over the years.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, he's one of the good ones for sure. So, yeah, his legacy has definitely made an impact. Yeah, as always, it's been a pleasure, Tom. Thank you so much for having me.